if you train with Mario Mola, Vincent Louis, and others like Jacob Bertwistle, and you know if you can follow them on the run, like you're in very good shape. And this was the point actually, or what happened this winter. So I thought like, yeah, maybe I have a shot on those like top 5 or podiums at the WTS. And then the first like Abu Dhabi, Bermuda, Yokohama all went a bit like rubbish. But then like it came along at the Europeans, I had a good race, and then with Montreal, Hamburg, I had like a very good double. So yeah, it's been a good year, and I think I just need to get a bit more consistent and fight for those podium spots every time. Before I joined the group, I looked up to people like Mario and Vince, and now it's nice to train with them and compare myself to them. And it's also good, like in every 3 disciplines we have the top people actually, so it's good to know where you have to go and to see the level you have to be the best. I think it's my first time having a number 1 in an international race, and yeah, I have to choose my own spot on the pontoon. It will be a bit stressful because like my swim is maybe my weakest discipline, but yeah, it's just also a bit of like it says that I had a good season, that I can be number 1 here, because there are other good guys here as well. And yeah, it's nice to be number 1, and I hope I can finish on the same spot as my number is.
Struggled with injury a bit in the off season all throughout the winter, and it was a bit of a nagging injury that lasted actually almost up until near Lausanne. So this is the first training block that I've had where it's really not been an issue, and so I guess I would just say it was a building season, and I'm still looking forward and excited to race. The grand final ended actually before September, so the very end of August, and it was too early to kind of end the season, and I think that these are always good opportunities. For me, it's sometimes these end of the season World Cups are maybe for chasing points, other things, but in this particular case, it's really just to practice executing some race goals for myself.
I've had a pretty up and down season this year. I've had a lot of bad luck with races, so the first part of my season was pretty unfortunate, but I've also had, with the lows come highs. I've had my first World Cup win in Tizzy, and now just trying to get some more points for this year, these last few races. I love this course here. It's got some hills on it, and it often comes together, which is a little bit surprising to me. So hopefully we can get a little pack off the front, but we'll see kind of how it plays out.
The start of the year was absolutely awesome. With Mooloolaba, that's been a goal of mine for so long, and to finally crack the World Cup podium was just amazing, especially to do it at home in front of family and friends. Was, yeah, really unbelievable. And then sort of kept rolling and had a great race at the Oceania Championships, and managed to qualify myself for Worlds there. And then from there, it's just been the start of the international season. It's been a bit of a whirlwind since then through Lausanne World Champs, which was my last year in the under-23s. So yeah, I'm looking forward to stepping up here and trying to stake a bit of a claim with the elites. For me, it's all about setting myself up with a good race in the swim, being up in the top half of the field, and then the bike here, it's generally comes together and is a big group, but anything can happen in the World Cup circuit. There could be people trying to fly off the front, but I'll try and set myself up to be towards the front for the run and just do what I do on the run, and hopefully it comes together.
I think I'm always like go to a race with that confidence, and it's like always a goal to make a podium or to have a good race. But for sure, make me like a bit more motivated going to the end of the season. That sometimes is hard. So now I didn't feel like I'm in the end of the season. I feel like I'm like starting again or something. So I'm really motivated and like happy to race. This core is really interesting with the hills on the bike. That is not really hard. It's not a core like way high, but it's like a course like where you can never stop because it's all like uphill and downhill. And especially the run have like that special thing, like it's that crazy hill on the run. So I don't know, but I think we, the athletes, are the people who make the race like hard or not. And I think with the field we have in this race, the race is gonna be like really hard and really hard on the bike also. So I don't know, I will try to put on the swim myself in a good position to fight for the race.
The season's been pretty up and down a little bit. I had Leeds, which was a huge breakthrough performance. The weekend after, I had a World Cup podium in Kazakhstan. Other than that, I had some unfortunate events. I had a crash in Edmonton where I guess I almost broke my arm. The original x-ray, it said that I actually fractured my fibular head. So it wasn't broken, and then went to Tokyo, finished 16th, and the grand final wasn't a great race. But overall, I think I'm growing as an athlete, and I'm still pretty new. So you could say I'm a development athlete, but I think there's a lot more experience I have to learn, and I think it's all coming together hopefully towards the end of the season. My expectations, to be honest, aren't much. I just want to have fun, and been here before. A couple years ago I got second. The outcome I'm not too worried about. I think what I learned this year is like focusing too much on the outcome really affected my performance in the race. So I just want to have fun and express myself.
This year I'm so happy because my results, I don't know explain, but maybe a good year because I can run first time after injuries, because swimmer have some problem about this, but this year I can run, I can train more consistent, and I think the results coming because they consist training, and yes, I want to train more to be more results. My squad is amazing. The guys help me a lot. The coach Ian all the time tell me, Vittoria, you need to believe in yourself. Don't look to another people, only for you. And okay, I trust in him and believe in his process. I'm so happy, and I think it's the big secret. You need to be happy. You need to be fun. You go to the race. Wow, are you racing? I think it's the secret, and my team helped me a lot about this.
I only arrived yesterday. I don't really like to travel too early. I'm pretty used to the same schedule like this. Yeah, I hope it will be a bit warmer for a race day. I haven't been here actually for a few years, but it was one of my favorite World Cups. It was, I think, my second World Cup podium already back in the days in like 2006 or something. So I really like to come back to here.